Okay, guys, I resituated my camera down, so I'm gonna get in front of my wheel so I can just show you guys a little, just show me spinning on the wheel a little bit. And let me say, I am no expert on this. I'm just learning myself, but I will show you guys what I have learned. So, all right. So, there's something called pre-drafting, and I pre-draft, see this right here? I pre-draft some roving. And I also, you guys have seen this in my videos, if you watch any of my knitting podcasts, this was a bunch of roving that I dyed with Kool-Aid. Yeah. I dyed it with pink, and then I did some tea dyeing, because I wanted to be very shabby chic. And then, so then I tore some off of it, and it's called drafting, when you go like this, and you just draft it. And it's better, especially if you're in the beginning, if you're not trying to draft and spin, if you just do your drafting, like pre-draft. Then the sparkly stuff right here, I forgot what they call it, but it's very, very fine. So I have a whole bag of it, and I just laid a few pieces across. They call it something, and I can't remember what it is. You cannot feel it. So if I was to knit with this yarn, which I'm going to, you wouldn't feel these little pieces. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start. So hopefully you guys are seeing everything. Okay. I'm going to start right here. I'm going to start over a part that I don't like how it turned out right there. So, okay. All right, we're going the right way. Oh. There we go. Try to get my wheel spinning. There we go. I like to do these things called bobbles. And you go back and forth, and then it kind of... So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go back and forth like that, and then bring it forward. And it creates these little bobbles. I think they're really, really, really fun. Okay? So you guys can see how that turned out. There that is. Hopefully you guys are seeing all this. All right, I'm going to get my another piece. Okay. And let's get going again. Okay, I love creating those bobbles. Okay. Okay. And when you start getting a little too twisted up, I just release it a little bit so that it's not so insane, because it can get really, really tight. And when you do it too, you need to make sure that you're letting go. You're not just pulling. You're letting it go and wind itself onto this bobbin. Okay. Again, we're going to start about right here. All right, let's get started again. And I am going to draft, I'm going to draft out a little bit right here because I'm a little bit thick, I feel like. Oh, that went the wrong way. Okay, now I'm going to create a bobble. There we go. Now I'm going to create one of those bobbles. Okay. I'm going to release some of the spinning in here. And I haven't quite learned how not to overspin, but I just go ahead and just release some of it. Make sure I stop here and there and release some of the twists. And as I keep learning, I'll probably learn like how better not to like overspin. Okay, let's go again. And you're always going, well, not always, but in this case here, I'm going clockwise. Okay, now I'm gonna make a bobble. Hey honey, I'm making a video. I'm gonna draft a little bit. I'm gonna make a bobble. And keep going. Now I'm getting better that I can actually do a little bit of drafting while I do it. I don't have to have everything pre-drafted. But anyway, so I just wanted to show you. I'm going to let some of this go a little bit because I'm a little bit tight. Okay, I'm kind of a lot tight. There we go. Release some of the tension in this. There we go. So, just wanted to show you guys what I created. I think this is so, so cool. I love it. I am obsessed with this. I cannot wait to knit it. And if you knit something like this, I've seen like when they do knit things, they use a more open knit. Like, you know, there's a lot of holes in the knitting, like lace knitting, where there's a lot of different, I want to call them holes, but lace knitting, so that there's openings everywhere. It's not solid like garter stitch, because you need room for all these like bobbles and, you know, larger pieces. So anyway, I think this turned out really cool. I'm super excited. I love this. I do want to show you guys one more thing. Hopefully we are in frame too. I want to show you, I think we're in the right area. Okay, this is what I spun before, and this is where, see how it looks like not even like I just showed you? It looks horrible. Not the whole thing. This is just the ending of this one. And what happened is that, I don't know if you guys are seeing it in my camera, but there's a tension bar right here where my tension was off. So it wasn't, my tension was off. At the same time, my bobbin was getting full. I didn't know what a full bobbin was and I went online and went back to Spinolution and read like different problems and stuff, and I figured out my problems. And I think I went on YouTube also and figured out a few things. So your tension needs to be right, and you need to play around with that, and you'll find out what the right tension is. When your bobbin gets full, it can also not want to wrap onto the spool if it's too full. And also, there's a thing of that when you're doing this, you need to pull, but you need to pull a little bit, but then you also need to let go. Pull and let go. Pull and let go. And when you let go, that's when it allows itself to spin onto this bobbin. If you just keep pulling, you're just going to end up into your living room, deep into your living room, and you're never going to get this spun on this bobbin. So anyway, that's how I ended up here, from those three things happening. So, a mixture of those three things. But before that, look, I'm really liking how this turned out. Okay, wait, not that. All right, I started liking it. I like this. That turned out really cool. I love this. That turned out really nice. I love that. So when my machine was working well, everything went really well. But it's just when when the tension got off and my bobbin started getting full, and I may or may not have been letting the, at that point, I think I was trying to let go and let the yarn go onto the bobbin. I think it was just the tension and the bobbin was full. So see, I love it. I love how the rest of it turned out. But, you know, I wanted to show you that end part so that if you run into these kind of problems, you'll know what happens and why things start happening wrong when they do. And it could, you know, if you start doing this art, and it kind of like, you know, give you a tip on solving some problems. So that is it. I just wanted to share my spinning wheel, do a little bit of spinning for you guys. I'll probably do some spinning videos and just sit here and maybe just spin and be like an ASMR where you just watch somebody spin. It can be kind of relaxing. So anyway, wanted to share that with you guys. And remember, check out Ashley Martineau if you want to check out how she spins. Also, she talks about these spinning wheels she's had to spin. Check out Pinky Punky. She has a ton of cool techniques. Love her stuff. What I just spun is very similar to something she spun, and I learned how to do those bobbles from her. Namaste Farms, she does beautiful stuff. She spins a lot of locks, sheep locks, and she dyes. She has a whole system of dyeing and her own system of also spinning. So check those three ladies out, and I think that's it. All right, you guys, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.